I'm here with Jaylen Smith, senior wide receiver for the Louisville Cardinals. Jaylen, everybody's probably asking you about Lamar Jackson, but man, you've had a nice career at Louisville. Tell us a little bit about how that started when you got there till now here at ACC Media Kickoff.
Well, coming out of high school, I was very lowly rated. I was a two-star recruit and wasn't very highly touted. Didn't get much love from a lot of schools. And Coach P came. He was like, "I got all the faith in the world that you'll be great in our program and our system." And I got up there, and I told him all I asked for was a fair chance. Being a freshman, two-star at that. A lot of schools, a lot of smaller schools I could have went to. That a lot of people would have felt like fit my my rating.
Yeah.
But Coach P took a chance on me. I got up and I busted my butt to learn the plays, and that was the main thing. Once I learned the plays, the rest of it was just football. It would take care of itself.
So you say the two-star, and I know a lot of people out there, they rate them as 4, sometimes 5 stars. So Jaylen goes into college as a 2-star, but the biggest thing is you play with a chip on your shoulder. I've watched you on film. Not only do you have speed, you run good routes, and you're a physical player, which translates well not only in college and the pros. What have you worked on this offseason to get better, and even better this year in that offense?
Yeah, just that same thing. More so, getting in and out of my breaks. Like at the top of my route, I'm really good in most of my routes. But the thing with certain routes, coming out, keeping my body down, keeping my posture down. Sometimes I stand up. It's rare, but once
and what he's saying, guys, and this is great technique work for those young receivers. When you're running, if you get too far like this, you'll fall over. Yeah. So exactly. So
you don't want to get on your heels. Yeah. And even then, if you stand up, you give the defense an indicator when you're about to break down or come out of your break. And just working on my balance. Another thing, being able to catch the ball and tightrope the sideline and be hit and stay on my feet, working on balance and core strength.
So one of the big things, Puma Pass, everybody talks about the young quarterback. What has he done for you in the offseason, and how have you guys worked together, and what does that look like in your mind?
We go out and we throw, and we do like group throwing. So every time, he's up, I'll go with him. We'll do stuff like that. And physically, he's a very talented quarterback, but I think the best thing about Puma is his demeanor. He's very cool, calm, and collected. He's not easily rattled, so I think that'll be a plus for him in the long run.
That purple game is working. I tried to come with pink, but I think,
I appreciate that. They're saying I'm best dressed so far.
The best dressed so far?
Yeah,
okay, well, so far you're my first interview, so I'm going to give you the title. Okay. If anybody else takes it, I'm going to let you know.
Let me know.
I'll let you know.
I appreciate
and one
that.
of the DBs, I'm sure, is going to be saying they got it over you.
I doubt it. I don't think so.
One last question for you. The defense. There's been a lot of talk about Louisville's defense needing to play better this year. You face them every day. What have you seen from that defense, and how's that look to you?
More leadership.
Okay.
A lot of the guys last year that played were young. They were young guys.
Who's a couple of guys that have been leaders this year for you guys?
John Grenard is one. He's here with me today. Him, and then we have a guy transferred in from Oklahoma, PJ and Bannister.
Hold the mic up just a little bit. Yeah.
I got transferred from Oklahoma, PJ and Bannister. He's looking to start corner for us this year, and he's very vocal. He works hard. I think more so his appearance, how he shows himself, shows up more than what he says, and he's a leader by example. And all the young guys that played last year, like Dorian Etheridge, Russ Yeast, they're all coming into their own. Like Russ was thrown in the fire. Russ played receiver in high school, and converted to corner. And so and then when Jair got hurt, he had to go step in and play, and he took a lot of heat last year.
Jair probably made you a lot better too. Jair being right here from Charlotte too. Yeah, okay.
And he took a lot of heat. Being young, he made a few mistakes. And so he took it on the chin. He's got over it. Now he's ready to play. So I think that was going to be what's big for us this year. A lot more leadership, a lot more experience.
Jaylen got the suit game going. He's already practicing to take my job, because when I get old, you can have it. But you go play in the league a few years, have a great season this year,
sir.
and then play in the league, and then you come do whatever you want.
I got
nice
you,
talking
boss.
to you, brother.
Thank you.
All right, man.